So we're going to list the sequence of steps required to graph negative in front x minus 3 squared minus 2. This is what we call vertex form. And each of these has different properties. The negative flips it over. So what the negative does, and I'll highlight it, the negative makes it go from this to this. Another way of saying that is a reflection over the x-axis, because you're flipping it over the x. So let me see which one says reflection in x. This one does. This one also says reflection in x-axis. Now this number, and then also this says reflection. So the orange part causes a reflection in the x-axis. Next, this negative 3, that number moves it left and right. Negative moves it to the right. Positive moves it to the left. So for negative 3, we would say translated 3 units to the right. So this moves it to the right. If that was plus 3, it'd move it to the left. So which one says 3 units to the right? This one. This one. And then the other two say left. Okay. Finally, this number, this moves it up and down. So negative is going to move it down. So which one says move 2 units down? That'd be up and down is vertical. So vertical translation 2 units down. So then putting all the pieces together, I would say the answer is B. So what happened? The negative caused it to reflect over the x-axis. The negative 3 moved it 3 units to the right. The negative 2 moved it 2 units down. And if someone asked me for the vertex, I would say the vertex is 3, negative 2. So that would be the answer for B. I also want to just take a second and remind you that you'll have access to Desmos during the test. So this is what we call the parent function, y equals x squared. And so we could see first, what does the negative do? And so if I just typed in negative x squared, we can see that it's called reflected over the x-axis. That's what the negative does. Okay, and then as I add stuff, like as I add minus 3, notice that moved it 3 units to the right. And then as I add the minus 2, that's going to move it 2 units down. So you can also use Desmos to help you figure out what's going on. What happened? Reflected over the x, moved 3 units to the right, 2 units down. So don't be afraid to use Desmos to help you. So on number 8, first thing I notice is that my graph looks like this. It's upside down. So to be upside down, it has to have a negative out front. So I could eliminate A and B. 100% is not those, because those look like this. They look like that because they have a positive number out front. Next, I see my vertex is -1, 9. So what that means is this should say +1, and then that'll say +9. So which one says +1 +9 would be this one. Because remember, the +1 shifts it to the 1 left, the +9 shifts it 9 up. So this is what we call vertex form. The answer is C. Okay, on question 9, they would like a vertical stretch by a factor of 5. Remember, to be a vertical stretch, that would be a number that is bigger than 1. So they want a vertical stretch by a factor of 5. That would be this one. Now, had it said a vertical compression by a factor of 5, you would have chosen C. Okay, so this will make it wider, this will make it stretchier. Okay, so I'd say the answer for number 9 is A. So on number 10, this is asking, so when you have the form ax squared plus bx plus c, remember the a causes it to either stretch or compress. So if I change an a to any number bigger than 1, it causes a stretch. If I have a, any number between 0 and 1, then it causes a compression. So that's what it's asking. If I plug a number in between 0 and 1, what will happen? It'll be a vertical compression. And then the C, remember this number moves it up and down. So I would call that a vertical shift down. So if C is negative, that causes it to go down. And then if this number is positive, then that'll be negative positive. So remember, negative moves it to the right. So I would say horizontal shift to the right.